This is a 45-minute audio journey. Designed to help you cultivate creativity. Creativity to discover ways that work for you on the paths that matter most to you. To be human is to be creative. To find new ways. To make new things. To adjust and adapt. We do it without thinking. We do it without noticing. Creativity isn't just art or music. It isn't just writing or storytelling. Creativity is a way of being. A way of relating. It's less like executing a plan and more like raising a child. It requires you to love the small things. The humble beginnings of an idea. It requires you to pay attention again and again. To nurture and protect and provide for a thing as it grows from nothing to something. As it grows from a whisper of an idea into a first draft. And then 100 drafts later, into something you could not have imagined when you began. In this audio journey, like the ones before it, we practice 3 things. First, welcoming a shadow of the skill. Second, speaking to the spirit of the skill inside of us. Third, preparing to act upon the skill. To do something we wouldn't otherwise have done. If you're ready, let's begin. We are social animals. And so we want to belong. We want to know that we are seen by others. And valued by others. In the ancestral environment, belonging meant safety. There was safety in numbers. There was safety in having loved ones willing to come to our aid. To protect us from predators and from human adversaries. So instinctually, we want to belong. We want to fit in. Instinctually, we want to be seen as good by our family, by our friends, by our neighbors. And this instinct is a gift. It keeps us safe. And not only that, it keeps us connected. It keeps us in community. It creates conditions for us to be cultural creatures. To learn from the experiences of those around us. To learn from the experiences of those who came before us. We learn mostly by imitation. We can form ourselves to fit the mold of the communities in which we live. We are shaped by the microcultures of our family and friends, our teams, our cities, our countries, for better and for worse. Belonging binds us, but it also blinds us. It binds and it blinds. How does it blind us? Whatever we see, whatever we've experienced, we think that's all there is. We see only one way, when in truth, there are many ways. We get fixated. We fixate on belonging or on reaction against it. It may be that you fixate on the opinions of a few loved ones. Your parents, your friends, your boss. It may be that you fixate on a professional or religious identity. Or a political or ethnic identity. If you're not conforming to that identity, that way of doing things, you may be hard on yourself. You may speak unkindly to yourself. Believe things about yourself that aren't true. If your feelings don't conform to shared expectations, you may deny them or avoid them. You may turn away from inner teachers. You may betray yourself in order to belong. Or can react against all that. You can push the pendulum in the opposite direction. You can fixate instead on your individual identity, on what makes you special and unique and different. Your story, your values, your traumas and triggers, your preferences, your authenticity. This is just how I am. This trap of justifying yourself, of indulging yourself, making excuses, believing things about yourself that aren't true. Letting the thoughts and feelings of a moment in time be the whole story, rather than a part of the story. Here you betray your future self in order to belong to your past self. But you don't need to do that. The pathless path calls you to be both we and me. It calls you to be neither we nor me. It calls you to walk between we and me. To be free of we and me. And the spirit of creativity shows us the way. The spirit of creativity teaches us to nurture a thing that grows and unfolds day by day. Step by loving step. Until something arises that we could not have imagined when we began. It could be a piece of art, but it could also be a way of doing something, a way of relating or connecting, way of leading or collaborating. And these creative ways, they change how your days unfold. With time, they change how your life unfolds. New ways, new days. New days, new life. So when you're ready, rest one hand on your heart and one on your stomach. If you'd like to close your eyes, then close your eyes. Call to mind a pathless path you're walking in your daily life. A how can I question that resonates deeply with you. Whatever it is, you're going to ask it of yourself now. I'm going to say, how can I walk this path with creativity? But to yourself, you ask your path question. I'll count down from 7, and we'll drop in a little deeper each time. And then we'll speak to the spirit of creativity inside of us. How can I walk this path with creativity? 7. How can I walk this path with creativity? 6. How can I walk this path with creativity? 5. How can I walk this path with creativity? 4. How can I walk this path with creativity? 3. can I walk this path with creativity? 2. How can I walk this path with creativity? 1. Spirit of creativity, here I am on this pathless path. I have ways of moving. I have ways of being. Some of these ways are not taking me places I want to go. Spirit of creativity, some of these ways are not taking me places I want to go. Some of these ways were given to me by my teachers. Some of these ways were given to me by my parents and grandparents. Some of these ways were given to me by my friends. These ways are markers of who I am. And I do not want to change them. And the spirit of creativity just whispers back to you. Honor what works and learn from what doesn't. Honor what works and learn from what doesn't. So we continue. Spirit of creativity, some of these ways I made with my own 2 hands. With the labor of my own head and my own heart. Spirit of creativity, my ways are dear to me. My ways are precious to me. I love them. It's hard for me to see beyond them. Spirit of creativity, I want the work to be done before it's done. I tell myself there's nowhere to go from here. Spirit of creativity, free me from this preciousness. Spirit of creativity, help me loosen my grip on my ideas, on my ways. Help me try a new thing. Help me learn a new lesson. Help me to keep going, to pay attention, to keep iterating, step by loving step. Spirit of creativity, give me the persistence to keep iterating until I find a way that works for me. Help me to love the journey itself. Help me to love small changes. Help me to treat each draft as sacred. Each mistake as sacred. Each lesson as sacred. Spirit of creativity, help me to see each step as a necessary part of my pathless path. Okay, so what step can you take to honor the spirit of creativity? Where can you make a little adjustment? Where can you do another draft? Where can you try a new thing? What would be fun to try? What would be beautiful to try? When you're ready, take this step into your two hands and put them both over your heart. We say, Spirit of creativity, here's a step I can take on my pathless path. Spirit of creativity, I can honor what works and learn from what doesn't. Spirit of creativity, thank you. When you're ready, you can come back into the room where you're resting. And open your eyes. How do you feel? Hopefully you feel more connected to the spirit of creativity inside of you. We did 3 things to deepen that relationship. First, we welcome the shadow of belonging. Second, we spoke to the creativity inside us. Third, we prepared to act on the creativity. And you can do those 3 things again and again. It takes creativity to arrive at new ways of doing things. to arrive at ways that work for us. It takes many drafts, many iterations to get there. Honoring what works and learning from what doesn't. Our creativity allows other changes to take root. It allows us to weave new patterns into our days. New ways, new days. New days, new life. Thank you for being here, for listening all the way to the end. If you love to belong, to fit in, to be in community, I bow to that in you. If you love to break free, to do things your own way, I bow to that in you. If you are breaking free of yourself too, if you're honoring the spirit of creativity, I bow to that most of all. May the seed you planted take root. Go do that thing. Get on your path, step by step.